That marks the end of the virtual inaugural ceremony of Epithecia 2020. On behalf of the Yenapaya Dental Education Unit, the Center for Health Professionals Education, and Department of Community Medicine, I wish to extend my heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Akther Husain, our guest of honor, Dr. Abhay Nirgudesa. I also would like to thank all the vice principals of Yenapaya Dental College, the heads of the departments, other faculty members, and all the postgraduate students who are present here today. Moving on, we will now be commencing with the orientation program. I'd like to call upon the respected Dean of Yenapaya Dental College, Dr. Akther Husain, for the introductory address. Over to you, sir.
Good morning again. I was just telling you that I welcomed you to the most noble of all professions. But you understand that this demands a minimum level of moral and ethical superiority over others. This is a time, when you're young, energetic, enthusiastic, free from all responsibilities, all you'll be doing is just preparing yourself for a great career. So this few minutes of talk is all about that. There's a saying that choose the profession you love. You don't have to work a single day in your life. And I'm sure you've chosen the best profession now. And now let's give your complete heart and soul into it. Because they're saying that half-hearted efforts does not give half-hearted results. It gives no results. Okay. Now, living is also an art. Student days are one of the most beautiful days of one's life. But this is time that you're advanced students now. I talk to you in a different way than I talk to the undergraduates. They'll be telling them more stories. They'll be telling them more philosophies. See, here you have to understand that this is time to settle down, analyze your life, understand yourself, count your blessings, write it down. Understand your weak points, whatever. All of us have some weak points, weak areas, let's call it. So identify these areas and eliminate them. This is possible. By doing this, by, say, journaling, maintaining a journal of what you've been doing the whole day, all the days, you can fine-tune your life to yield much more beautiful results with very little efforts. That's the art of living. And, we have to use all the modern facilities and informations that we have at our hand. So all this has to be done, what we call as a smart learning. Because, we see the most successful and the most failures in every area, every walk of life, in every specialty. So that what is it that makes a profession, a person succeed? So that goes back to the Darwin's theory, which says that survival of the fittest, which holds good even today. Either survival is the way you present yourself, your subject knowledge, your soft skills that, exercise your qualities. And these are very important. And, there are a lot of new things that come into the world. Old philosophies are going on. You should embrace the changes that's coming to us. Like you see, we were told, when I was a student, I was told these 4 things by my dad. Number 1 was work hard. Oh, now it's debunked. They talk about smart working. They're talking about sharpening the saw to get better results. So smart working is overtaking hard working, right? The concepts are changing. Then he also told me you should always compete with others in the class. That is changed now. Competition is not with anybody else. Competition is what you're doing compared to what you're capable of doing. Similarly, we have also been told, prepare for examination. Just prepare for examination. I don't believe in that. What is examination? Most of the people do pass. That's not important at all. So what's important is what happens after examinations. So we are here to prepare you, not for examinations, but for a career. So that's most important. And finally, we were told, I was told, when I was a student, it's about 3-4 decades back, I was told only one thing now. Till your exams, don't think about anything else. Don't bother. Just focus on only your subjects. After that, you do what you want to do. Again, I don't agree to this. My dear students, when the best part of your life, every day has to be enjoyed. Enjoyment is amalgamation of your work and your pleasure, because that has to go hand in hand. So these are new things that we have to understand. And in our days, discipline was always associated with punishment. When young school going children, it was something like discipline means it was punishment, which is not true. Discipline is just tuning yourself for a better results, for a better outcome. Because one thing's for sure, nothing in the world can be achieved whether it is sports, academia, or business, without discipline. So what is it? Basically, I'm not going to give a long speech and bore you guys, but just few things from my experience I'm telling you. The first and the foremost is, I would say, forming proper habits. I just love talk a little bit about this because I can go on this. Maybe someday we have a physical meet and we can have an inspiring talk about student life, how to live a perfect student life. But one thing I would understand in forming habits is that anything that we do repeatedly becomes habit, good or bad. Good habits are hard to come by, very difficult to acquire. But once you get it, very easy to live with it. Bad habits are easy, but not good to live with. Right? So it's based on you are now doctors already. You know what is the pain pleasure principle. So habits are a matter of pain pleasure principle because we do everything we do is either to avoid pain or to gain pleasure. Right? I think most of you agree with me. So long as the gain is more than the pain, we continue the habit. But if the pain exceeds the gain, we should drop it, isn't it? That's a simple secret. It's the simplest way of explaining it. Now, another most important thing I'd like to say in habit forming is the time management. Because your time just drifts. You don't know, it just flies. And you won't know. And the time has come and you're almost finished and you're not done enough. So that's a very pathetic feeling. So we have to realize the greatest of all gift in life is life itself. Right? When we ask for God, when we ask for Umar or Ayush, what are we asking for? We're just asking for some time. How can you just wail it? How can you just waste it? So you have to have a perfect balance, to do this. And then you have to understand the difference between what's an idle time and what's a leisure time. Leisure time is well earned, is required, and idle time is the dangerous one. So we have in our institution provided a lot of facilities for you for sports and relaxation and things like that. With a fantastic gym you can expect, and air conditioned indoor theater, etc. You'll see soon. Why have we done this? This only to support your studies. Because people think it's only by doing exercise your physical health is improved. No, that's not the only thing. The mental benefits of physical exercise are unbelievable and they're required. That's when you can fine tune, you can really absorb your subject so well. So studying is an art, and we hope to inculcate these different various methods of studies, including memory training, etc. This is one of my plans that I had in it for the dean, to give you all a complete holistic picture of education. But because of COVID, things didn't go the way we planned, but you're not going to give up on that. You will be trained continuously on various aspects of learning and living a good, beautiful life, student life, right? So that's where I'm talking about the sports and things like that. Then, if I'm given a little more time, if I have to ask or advise, or if I say something, I would say the most important thing in the world is the thoughts, our thoughts. Okay, we have conscious mind and we have subconscious mind. What happens is the conscious level, and then it drifts into the subconscious level and things like that. Okay, and you should understand from thoughts becomes things. Like even in an Indian beautiful mythology and all that explains beautifully how the sankalpa becomes siddhi. So everything has to start with a thought, right? So thought is the most important thing in the world because so it's not easy. You take possession of your mind. So you should know the process of visualization, process of creative thinking. You make a mental picture of your vision where you want to be. This is something very important. So thoughts are not so simple. If you learn how to think, how to evade negative thoughts, how to always stay positive, that's the biggest blessing one can get. If I ask for one prayer for you or for myself, or for my children, I would say, teach them how to think all the time, the right way of thinking it. This is something which is most important and cannot be explained in a few minutes, but keep it in mind. What's the difference between mad people and us? We say in a mind a lot of things the whole day. And mad people may say it loudly. That's the only difference. But we keep on repeating so many things. It is said that we are actually literally living in a world of noise and noise of thoughts, most of which are repetitive, most of which are a waste. So if you know to filter, if you watch your thoughts, take some time to practice it. Every time you should know what you're talking about and then what you're thinking about. And then you can steer it. You can pivot it to always positive sides. Because a man is known by his thoughts. I can go to the extent of saying, if somebody is rich in this world, it's not because of education, not because of smartness, not because of intelligence, It's because the way he thinks. If somebody is happy in this world, it's not because of wealth, it's the way he thinks. Everything boils down to positive thinking. Make this habit while you are a student here. We'll try our best to train you somewhere here and there. How to think, how to have a plan, how to visualize the future, and how to, every day think, go towards that. And only then you can reach it. And these are a few things were never told to us. I feel before we teach you anything in any course, first we should think about, we taught about how to think. I think that's the most important, to bring your inner craving, make a promise, and you have to reach it. Keep focusing till you reach there. For this, what you need is total belief in yourself. You have to totally believe in yourself, which is possible. If you believe, belief is the next important thing. It's possible. If you don't believe, it's impossible to do that. Let's say today you should do this. I suggest you take a sheet of paper and write down all your blessings on one side. Take a time. All little blessings. It's impossible to finish in one page. You will need a full book on that. It's not so many things. You're blessed is good eyesight, good, body functions. So many things, so many things. Your background, where we are one of the successful people, parents who have been brought up as well. Plenty of things. It's impossible to write it down. But I want you to write it down. Only then you realize. Spend an hour, doesn't matter. Then you realize where you stand. Know thyself is where you start from. Then I'd like you to think what you think is the problem with you. All of us do have problems. Some of us are lazy. Some of the first thing that comes to mind is lazy. We're lazy. Or we're not motivated. That spark doesn't continue. You talk to somebody, you listen to some nice talk, and you get inspired, but unfortunately it doesn't last. So we need the constant spark, how to do it. So these are the few things that you need to inculcate. You have to understand these things. Now, how to do that? Take down your defects. Write it down in the paper. Okay? I have so much to tell you. I don't think I can finish it. So let me do a quick job. After write down, you should learn what are positive affirmations. The opposite of those problems that you have. Let's say you have bad memory. You write it down saying that I have an excellent memory. It may sound funny. You yourself will not agree to it. You say, what nonsense. I have got a poor memory. No, man, doesn't matter. Write it down in a positive tone. Like positive tone is quickly to explain to you. You never say, God, make me healthy. You say, God, make me healthy. Never say, God, don't make me sick. Don't make me sick has got two negative points there. Don't and sick. So make me healthy are two positive points. So these things, your subconscious mind can only understand these words. So put in the right words, and let me tell you this. You'll be surprised. Okay? Something called as fake it till you make it. You keep saying this. Okay, morning, afternoon, and evening. First 1-2 days, you may feel it's boring, you're lying yourself or things like that. But a time will come, your subconscious mind will accept it, and you'll become that. Please understand this. There's nothing to lose. It's a few seconds each day. Try this out. You have everything to win. Believe in this. Believe in yourself. Expect the best. Only then best thing can happen to you. If you're an optimist, only good things comes to you. I always say, I should be such a level of optimism you have developed that God forbid, even if you have to fall from a multi-storied building, at every window you should be able to scream, all right so far. That should be the level of optimism. Don't ever give up. That's the secret of life. Be always an optimist. Avoid unnecessary negative thoughts. Keep a positive outlook. Grumpy looks, nobody likes. Nobody likes to be friendly with the grumpy people. You may not be able to choose your circumstances, but you can choose an attitude. And benefits of positive attitudes are plenty, and you can see it yourself. Always stay motivated. Motivation is like a fire. You need to keep on adding fuel. And understand that we all feel discouraged at times. And burnout does happen. Nothing comes easy. Okay, everything is difficult before it becomes easy. So most of the people, the problem are all good, but they lack this spark. I have so many things. I think I don't have enough time to continue. So, and before I conclude, a few more important things is whatever religion we belong to, have prayer included in your program. Prayer and meditation makes a huge difference. And scientific prayers are there, which I follow, scientific prayers. And that's amazing. And, you should avoid things like blind beliefs. Don't give a chance. We're all educated people. No scope for blind belief. Okay? And enjoy life every day to the fullest. Remember, you are the chosen one and belong to the noblest of all profession, belong to mankind. Don't take things for granted. You need to realize you are the wonderful part of your life. Enjoy, celebrate your life. Get on with doing things that will achieve what you desire, without meaning or growing or complaining about the circumstances. Uncertainty is a part of life game. Okay, life will continuously throw challenges. Some expected, some not. Welcome changes. Associate with positive people and always stay inspired. Create an amazing story of your life. All the while, enjoy each moment and live to the present. Have a great time with us at Anapoya. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure the students feel very motivated, charged, and positive with those motivational words.
Thank you.